Welcome back, my friends, to more Monsters of Folklore. Now today is going to be an interesting video because I'm going to be talking about Charon the Ferryman. Now for those who do not know, Charon was the ferryman of the dead. He was an underworld demon in the service of King Hades. His job was to gather the shades of the dead from the upper world and lead them down to the shores of Arcasian, where in the underworld work Charon transported them across the waters to Hades in his skiff. His fee was a single coin which was placed in the mouth of a corpse upon burial. Now those who had not received proper burial were unable to pay the fee and were left to wander the earthly side of Archean, haunting the world as ghosts. Now in case I misspoke of them 1-2 words, I believe the one pronunciation is Arcasian and the other one is Charon. Now if I said this, I guess the pronunciation a little bit wrong, just let me know exactly how you would say it. But now Charon was depicted in ancient Greek art as an ugly bearded man with a crooked nose, wearing a conical hat and a tunic. But then in Italy, throughout the years, I believe, he was depicted as really different. Now they had him as a repulsive creature with blue-gray skin, a tusked mouth, a hooked nose, and sometimes serpent-draped arms. And he was known for carrying a double-headed mallet. Now you could look at him as basically, I guess depends on what you look up, but he's somewhat like the Grim Reaper basically. And just some cool little facts about Charon here, because he's pretty cool in my opinion. Although he is, a deity in the underworld of Hades, Charon is also often referred to as a spirit or a demon. Now, Charon is the child of Nyx and Erebus, both primordial gods. His existence predates that even Zeus. Many other dark figures can be counted among Charon's siblings. Now, while often portrayed as a ugly old man, Charon was quite strong and wielded the pole of his ferry like a weapon, ensuring that those who had not paid his fee did not make it on board. Now, some figures, such as Orpheus, were able to charm Charon into granting him passage with other forms of payment rather than a coin. Hercules, however, forced Charon to transport him without payment. Charon was punished by Hades for allowing Hercules' entrance into the underworld, and he was sentenced to a year in chains. Now, the largest moon of Pluto is named Charon after the Greek ferryman. Now, Charon the Ferryman, he's pretty cool because I guess it depends on which description you want to take him as. I would go more towards the tusk-looking monster, just because that would seem more scarier. Because if you're in the underworld and you would just see some peaceful-looking old dude just stroll up to you in his little skiff, you wouldn't think nothing of it. But apparently he is really strong. And back in the Greek days, man, it would be just terrifying. I don't know if it could be terrifying, but if you couldn't afford your payment, you'd be stuck wandering as basically a soulless ghost somewhat. But I figure I'd do just a short little video on this guy because, he is pretty cool. He looks cool if you look up the images of him. People have their own, I guess, versions. But have you ever heard of Charon the Ferryman? If you have, let me know your take on him. As always, like the video, subscribe, comment your opinions of him, and thank you. I'll see you later.